I think everybody's heard that you have to be the change you want to see in the world. And I wanted to see a good coffee shop, and there was nothing really around here. I'm Brian, owner and proprietor of Grateful Roast Coffee. We have 2 locations, one in Nanticoke, Pennsylvania, which is our flagship coffee roastery and cafe, and then Clark Summit, which is an espresso and coffee bar. I grew up in Portland, Oregon, and my mom got me hooked on coffee at a real young age. And I moved out here in 2000. Around that time, there really wasn't much for coffee in this area at all. So I bought a coffee roaster, put it on my sun porch, and taught myself how to roast coffee. What started out as a hobby eventually grew into what we're doing now. The top part of the roaster is called the hopper, and that's where the green raw coffee is loaded. So the coffee drops from the hopper and goes into the drum, and then there's burners underneath the drum that heat up the coffee. Then you get to what's called the first crack, and this is actually a signal that the roast is developing, that we're finally getting into development. The first crack is where the molecules of water inside the coffee bean actually flash into gas, and they expand and it pops like popcorn. Between first crack and what's called second crack, the coffee changes really rapidly. It gives off a lot more moisture, it starts to smoke a little bit, and this is where every single coffee that you roast is going to be at its strongest point somewhere within this time frame of first and second crack. So every coffee has its own kind of fingerprint on development. That's my job as a roaster, is to take the coffee and its full potential and then try not to screw it up so much in the roasting process, so that when it's finally done roasting, I've done my best to highlight that coffee. We offer all sorts of different hot sandwiches. We do a really good tuna. The Cuban is, I think, my favorite. It's pickle, it's ham, we use pork roll, Swiss cheese, mayonnaise, and mustard, and it's on a French baguette. I love coffee, and I use coffee as a vehicle for change and as a vehicle for practicing gratitude. You know, you want to be the change you wish to see in the world, and in this area specifically, I felt like we felt like it could use more light. We decided that we come here and we try to do the things that we want to see done in the area. We have tons of creative people here, we have tons of artists, we have great musicians, we have awesome festivals, we have a burgeoning craft scene. It's cool that we're able to create a hub for the community to come in and visit and talk and exchange ideas and enjoy a good cup of coffee and good food and good community. So we're just really grateful to do it.